Good day and welcome to another edition of Outsider Genie. We will be looking at the race meeting today from the Vaal, and the date is today, the 18th of May. For those persons who are watching this video the first time, what Outsider Genie do is we do a form analysis, and by doing our form analysis, we give you the punter outsider selections that you can put into your play, and therefore you can then get bigger results if those outsiders do arrive. You can click the subscribe button now, ring the bell, and then you'll be notified every time that this video is posted. You'll also find the videos we posted on Twitter as well. Currently, our Instagram is not working, and then our contact details are 0835855133. For those persons who want a better service or more individual service than just a preview video, you can subscribe to our daily form analysis, where we give you trifectas, quartets, exactas. Exactas are doing quite well. Value bets, base bet of the day. We give you small PA's selections for 64 Rand and a pick six selections between 100 and 150 Rand. And then you can use those, you can use our selection, add in with your selections, or use our selections as is. So our first package is, a few people have requested a 14-day package. So we have this 14-day package for 250 Rand normally, but our price is 175 Rand. And then we got our monthly packages. Our normal monthly package is 500 Rand. But if you sign up now till the end of May, you can get that for 200 Rand. And we have a best value package, champion season package from now till the end of champion season. And guys, please, I just want to mention this. Whenever we have big race meetings in the champion season, only the subscribers will get a video and selections, because when I do the video, I don't do a short version like I do of this free video. I do an in-depth analysis of most of the horses in each race. So I spend more time in making the video, so that video will then only be available to my subscribers. Now, if you purchase this package now, then it's 800 Rand, normal value of 1,500 Rand. And if you do take that package, you can get a free consultation with Dr. Genie. Then I've got this new service launch. I've had a few people say, listen, they're not interested in trifectas, quartets, whatever. They just want horses that they can play in all to comes or punt on the nose. So what I do is I give you 2 top bets for the day, to each way you value bets. One of them yesterday won nicely, and that was in the last race, dollar brand. It was 11 to 2 in the morning. I see I think it jumped at 7 to 1, and that won nicely. So we give you 2 top bet tweets, and then the free all to comes as a top all to come, that is shorter all to come, in a value all to come, which you can play each way, as well as an outside all to come, which you can also play each way. Then we give you, for the serious pick sixes, we give you 3 selections, 3 pick six. Then the first one is our normal one, up for 1% up to 150 Rand. Then I give you a pick six that you can play for 5%. Our pick six for 5% won on Saturday or Sunday, I think, and there was a small profit in that. And then, yeah, it was on Saturday when we had that pick six for 5%. And then you can, I'll give you a pick six, which is built around my top and value bets for 100%. So if the top and value bets do arrive, then you're going to go close in catching this pick six. And then I give it for 100%, and then you can take the percentage that suits you. For jackpot players, you can then just use the middle legs of the pick sixes, and then also I give you the PA. Now the cost of this is, the cost for the service will be 10 Rand a day, irrespective if there are 1 or 2 meetings per day. The cost will be 300 Rand a month. But I've got now packages, subscribe now till the end of the month for 150 Rand. But I just want to mention, if you take that package, then you can rather take the one for 200 Rand, because if you sign up for my normal package, and then you get this package as a bonus. So all my subscribers who sign up for the normal package get this package as a bonus, or you can just subscribe for this package. It's your choice. Then my other package, sign up now till the end of June. That will cost you $350, and then if you subscribe now, you'll get the rest of May for free, and then for 3 months advance, June, July, and August, the normal rate would have been $1,050, and you pay $700. So that is our packages, and you'll get that via WhatsApp group where I post a sheet with all the information on. So let's move on to the racing at the Vaal today. It looks like a bit of a difficult card, but if you can find the winners, you can surely make money. And as per normal, the first 2 races are juvenile juvenile plates. And as you know by now, I don't do selections on that because with this 2-year-olds, anything can happen. We saw the other day a 2-year-old won at 100-1, beating the odds-on stable companion. So here's the betting number: race 1, race 1, number 2, follow me, 15-20, 5-2, Eternity Ring, 5-1, Freak from Desire, Mabuneng 10-1, 16-1. Whatever, Cover Me in Sunshine, 16-1, Golden Asphalt 20-1, 100-1, number 8, Time to Celebrate, scratch number 6. Here's race number 2, number 3, Psychomaniac 14-10, William Robertson 28-10, Rolo with the Punches 9-2, Mr. Livingston 11-2, Opie's Power 10-1, 14 Star of the West 14-1, 25-1, and longer the rest. Just for the record, my selection here would have been number 1, as run against some strong opposition in the past. Then we get race number 3, over 2,000 meters, a maiden plate, number 2, White Fang 11-20, 28-10, Royal Mazarin, Break Free 8-1, 10-1, Cultured Pearl, Grace Lou 16-1, Royal Seeds 20-1, scratch numbers 1 and 7. Now, here in this race, they're betting the favorite 11-20 now. I look at this horse's form and I tried to find out why will this horse be 11-20, and maybe based on his run behind Pushima's Pride, definitely maybe because of that run. But the only time he ran over 2-4, he failed dismally, 37 lengths behind, and I'm not going to rush putting a 15-20 on a horse that couldn't finish at 2,400. Yes, last time was in a 2,000 behind Sarge. And the horse can win. I don't say the horse can win, but I'm thinking Royal Mazarin, Warren Kennedy, and Tony Nassif. And I'm thinking Tony Nassif is making himself ready for a big punt on this horse, because I do feel that this horse has got probably more chance of winning this race than number 1. But I might land up with egg on my face again after the race, because sometimes I'm a bit outspoken and then I get a hiding. But this horse ran over 2.6 last time, finished just under 4 lengths behind the winner. And I think this might be the better bet of the 2. I'm not going to rush to put at 15-20 on what is it? Let me just make sure 11-20 on this horse. No way. But then there's one horse that can outperform both of them, and this is a horse that I've been following for a very long time, and it's a filly. She's carrying 56.5 minus 1.5. She's carrying 55, and she's been running there and there about 3 lengths behind Opera Class, 2.5 lengths behind Flower Season. And I think this is the first time this horse is going over a distance. And I'm telling you that this might be the surprise of the race. Grace Lou currently in the betting at 16-1. Guys, help yourself on the each way bet, because I'm thinking Grace Lou is going to run a huge race. Even if she's not even going to win this race, I've included her in all of my play. Grace Lou, my pick 6s. And I do feel that with this 5 kilogram against the colts and geldings over this distance. She's going to make them feel that way. That is for sure. So then also a horse that you might want to look at is number 4, Break Free. You know, his best race was over 2,600 behind the rock, papers, and scissors. But last time out, behind Massacre, I can't see him turning around 38 lengths against the Royal Mazarin. Well, let's make it 35 to be quite serious. But, you know, he might be the horse that you want to pop in for your quartets and trifectas elections. But if that happens, I don't know, then maybe I should just give up. If the number 4 Break Free finish in front of number 3 Royal Mazarin, surely then maybe I should start thinking of leaving the tipping game. Sorry guys, I'm just having a fun. I'm not, no pun intended to the trainers and owners on this races, but one must be realistic sometimes. But you also need to have a bit of fun. So let's move to race number 4, which is a Phillies Mares 88 handicap, divided handicap over 2,000 meters. And here the betting is number 3, Veldflower, 5-1, She's a Cracker, Making a Scene, 11-2, Traveling Wilbury, 11-2, Iris Wonder Girl, 11-2, Jive Princess, 9-1, Curvation, 10-1, 12-1, Franklin, Fire Flower, 14, and Nabila, 22-1. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this race, any one of the 10 horses, you can make a case for all of the 10 horses. But based on weights and the 4 kilogram that Veldflower is going to receive, he is still very well in this race. He has beaten most of these runners, maybe not once, but twice. So I have to go with number 1, Veldflower. After I did extensive time, I spent a long time on this race, and I have to settle with number 1. But then I just want to warn you that number 10, Curvation, from a stable that is currently in form, getting the winners, is also well in the weights. He's also well in with Traveling Wilbury, which is also in this field. And there is a significant weight around with Veldflower, but I don't think enough to beat Veldflower. But in racing, especially on the Vaal, anything can happen. So my other outsider selection is number 5, Traveling Wilbury, which is a 3-year-old that can still improve. It's a dynasty by Wintrust Mare, and I'm sure this horse can improve and also make them run. Ran 2.5 behind Only the Brave, which is not a donkey either. So, and then also number 9 is Making a Scene, also a horse that's running well lately and also in with a shout in this race. So surely a very open race. Jive Express might have a chance as well. Nabila might have a chance. So certainly in the pick 6, maybe the field would be sufficed for this race. Then we move on to race number 5 over 2,000 meters, 68 divided handicap fillies and mares. And here we have number 2, Scene 22-10, Vicorama 4-1, 10-1, Euphorant, Fastara 10-1, 12-1, Opera Glass 14-1, Smiley River, League of Her Own 15-1, Misakin 15-1, Rabi the Rebel 12-1, Pucker Up 20-1, and Longer the Rest. Now, this is also a very open race, but we're all going to pin our hopes on number 2, Scene, who just couldn't catch the big outsider of Paul Peter last week, Thursday, at the Vaal. And I'm hoping that this elusive 4 today will be definitely on the best. He's running down, that was a 65, a D65, now it's a E62. So coming down a little bit in class, and I hope Lyle Hewitson can produce this filly in time to hit the number 1 box. Because if you anything else but beside number 2, there's also a number of horses that can win this race. Outsider selection I'm looking at is number 9, Opera Glass, who had some 2 nice runs after winning its maiden. Number 10 is Euphorant, Also, a horse that has run some decent races and be not too far behind can also be involved in the finish. And then I want to have a look at number 5, which is the second favorite, Veracona. Then in Gouveia, also been there and thereabouts, ran behind. She's a cracker in a small future as well. So all in all, a very open race, but we're pinning our hopes on number 2, Senesim. Then we move on to race number 6, which is at 1,200 meters, merit 110 handicap. Wow, what a race. Now here we have betting as follows. Number 3, Vars Vicky 3-1, Battle Force 7-2, Mardi Gras 13-2, down to 0-7-1, Prince of Gaul 12-1, 12-1, Riverstone, Wisteria Walk 11, Rebels Champ 16, and 16-1 at longest scratch number 8. Now guys, here in this race, my first selection is the Grade 1 winner, Mardi Gras. Now, Mardi Gras surprised me as well last time out, winning at 25-1. But they say hindsight is exact science. And if I had a real look after the race. And then I saw what I missed. But now in this race, you got number 4, Mardi Gras against Vars Vicky. Now, Vars Vicky, the last time they met, Vars Vicky was carrying 52, and this horse was carrying 56. Now, in other words, he was giving Vars Vicky 4 kilograms. Now, today, Vars Vicky is carrying 61, and Mardi Gras is carrying 58.5. So that's a 5.5 kilogram turnaround in weights, because there was 4, and today is carrying not 1, it's 2.5, it's 6.5 kilogram turnaround in weights, and the horse is improving. And I'm thinking Mardi Gras today is definitely gonna run a huge race again. And also the Fabian Habib stable is in form, and I'm thinking that yeah, surely the race is on here. But that doesn't end there. Also the Battle of Battle Force is also in with a shout, winning 4 races in a row, only carrying 52.5. And then also down to 0 comes into the picture, number 11, who is also better off in weights with with Vars Vicky. Last time out, I think the 1400 meter was too far. Yeah, this horse has ran second behind Golden Peasant, but it was a totally other type of field. But down to 0, a horse that can be involved in the finish. But for me, I'm going with the number 4 horse, which is Mardi Gras. Then another horse that you want to include in your quartets and trifecta selections is number 7, Dancing Queen. End of 2019, beginning of 2020, this horse run very well. Won a couple of races, but then was off for a while, on and off, and then came back after the race and ran a reasonable race behind Celestial Love. So keep on watching this horse, Dancing Queen, especially if Merreding comes down, but include for your quartet and trifecta selection back end. Also, a horse that I'm looking to improve is number 9, Fire and Ice. Also, a horse that did well earlier, winning 3 races in a row, but then went over longer distances and didn't do well. And then last time out behind some chilling run, it says here lost many lengths. So if this horse jump well and over the shorter distance, might also be a bit of a factor. Number 9, Fire and Ice. We then get to race number 7, which is a merited 90 handicap over 1600 meters. And here the betting is as follows. Number 3, Stormy Winter 4-1, Tide 5 9-2, War Jewel 9-2, Nordic Rebel 7-1, Star Flash 7-1, Valentero 7-1, Silver Master 9-1, 10-1 Vakas, and 18-1 Statale and Skinner 25-1 Skinny Mac. Now also in this race, a couple of horses has run against each other, and my selection here is the number 10 horse Vakas, because This horse is carrying 52 minus 1.5, is only carrying 50.5, and has a run against some of these horses in this field, including Valentino, Star Flash, and also, I just want to check it quickly for you. Stormy Winter. Stormy Winter. Now, against all of those races, number 10, Wakas, is better off in the weight division. Last time ran third behind Hitchowitz or whatever the name is, and then in that race met number 8 Silver Master, and he's also better off in the weights against number 8 Silver Master. So based on the weight and the turnaround and weight, my selection here is the number 10 horse. And then I'm also going for number 5, which is Star Flash. Star Flash also has run against Wakas, but on the weight turnaround, Wakas must have the finish in front of number 5. But then he also finished behind Grosvenor Glory, and there is some other form in this race also from Grosvenor Glory, and he also have then, based on that, have the beating of horses that finished behind him in Grosvenor's Glory. But Atero, also again, based on weight turnarounds, can't finish in front of number 10, Wakas. So all in all, for me, open race, lots of horses with chances. Nordic Rebel also horse come down in class. The Contractor won again. So certainly maybe inclusion in bigger trifectas and quartet. Ran 2.2 behind Vars Vicky. So certainly also in with a chance. Number 1, Nordic Rebel. Stormy Winter also getting the -4. That really is going to help him here. You got second behind Grosvenor's Glory and Valentino, but because of the weight turnaround, has got the beating of Valentino. Then here we have Woods Jewel also in that form behind the Contractor, who won again over the weekend. So all in all, also open race, tight 5. Also a horse has got a huge chance, I would think. Ran well against some useful horses like Bartholdi, so also in a bit of a chance. As I said, I've mentioned Silver Master. And then, yeah, probably one can make a case for each and every horse. Then we get to the last race, which is a merited at 74 handicap over 1,600 meters. And here we have the betting 6-1 the field, take your pick. Quintera 6-1, Duke of Sussex 6-1, Midnight Badger 6-1, Atomic Blonde 7-1, Dark Vision 7-1, Putin Promise 11-1, Imperial Duke 12-1, Dawn of the Area 15-1, Let's Talk 16-1, El Romanzi 16-1, 18-1, and better the rest. So here in race 8, my selection is the number 4 horse, which is Imperial Duke. As mentioned, they're running in a D68. Imperial Duke, after winning the maiden, has run in C division 75, 76, 76, now down in the D division. And the horse run, close. F Squadron has a horse that's been running and winning a few races. Here's the Governor's Glory for form again, back to black, switched, not out. And with Kamala on board, I think this number 4, Imperial Duke, is going to huge race. On my outsider selections, I'm going with number 1 as well, which is not an outsider, 6-1, but again, this horse has also run well. Last time out ran in 82 behind Royal Wolf. Now also down in class, certainly in with a big chance. Took a while to win the maiden, but always gave the impression that he's better than in the maiden. So looking forward to seeing number 1, Quintera, doing well in this race. Then my other outsider selection is number 9, Midnight Badger, which has been running places. Gavin Arena on board from row 18, has run second to Dark Vision and Walton Hall, and Dark Vision also in this race, but Midnight Badger to have the edge in terms of weight turnaround. And then number 13, here we are, Dark Vision on 54. Ran second to Oyster King, who won by 12 lengths and won again last time. So surely that brings number 13, Dark Vision, into play. Also 7-1 at this stage. So this last race, surely an open race in pick sixes, and so go wide. These are most of these horses, I can make a case for most of them to win. But my selection is number 4, the Duke of Marmalade, Imperial Duke, Simanga Kumalo on board at 12-1 currently. So that brings us to the end of our preview. I hope I could point you in the right direction for a few winners. And as I always say, break a leg.